Good afternoon. My name is Mark Krebs. I'm a gold qualified consultant with Team Sunset, part of Team Empire. Welcome to today's special training. It's a supplier training with Marriott Hotels found in port cities in Florida. With me, we have five very special guests today: Beatriz.Lopez, Liza.Vecino-Castro, Chantel Paikai, Monica.Murphy, and Diana Gomez from five different Hilton properties located all across Florida in the port cities. We'd like to first thank them for taking time out of their busy schedules today to provide us with this special supplier webinar today. So thank you again, ladies, for doing this for us today. At the end of the training session, there will be time for a Q&A. We do ask that you put your questions into the chat box during that time. Also, there will be a drawing for a one-night stay at each of these five properties. So the way that this drawing will work is that you must stay until the Q&A portion of the presentation. So you must stay for the full presentation up until the Q&A portion. At that time, I will be putting in the names of everybody who has stayed up until that point into a wheel of names drawing. I will draw the five winners using the wheel of names random name picker live. So you guys will be able to see that. The terms of this drawing is that at the time that you are going to use this certificate, again, this is a one-night stay certificate at each of these properties. You must be an active Archer agent at the time you are going to use this certificate. That will be verified by your Platinum leader. If you are planning on booking additional nights, you must have completed the Marriott training and you must have a valid CLIA card. So you must be a member of CLIA. Now that does cost $79 a year, but it also unlocks many, many benefits to you. You guys have my email address up in the upper right-hand side of the screen or left-hand side as you are looking at it. So if you have any questions, you can email me about that. These stays must be booked in advance. If you are a winner, you will email me at mark@72andsunnytravel.com with your contact information. I will forward that on to Christine Peters of the Marriott World Center Orlando, and she will get in touch with one of these five ladies and they will get you your certificate for that one-night stay. So again, you must be an active Archer agent at the time you are going to use the certificate. You must be an active CLIA agent if you are going to book more nights, because that is Marriott's policy under the fantastic rates. And you must email me if you are a winner with your contact information. So those are the rules of the giveaway. And you must stay until the Q&A portion of the presentation today in order to be eligible for the drawing. So does anybody have any questions? Yeah, Beth, I know I do have a spooky glow. I'm not sure. I've been having that issue. So does anybody have any questions about the rules of the drawing? All righty. So without further ado, I'd like to turn it over to Beatriz.Lopez. Beatriz, go ahead.
Hello, sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Hi, everyone. I'm Beatriz.Lopez from the Marriott Harbor Beach, Fort Lauderdale. Today, we will be presenting on behalf of five beautiful properties here in Florida. We're going to start first with the JW Tampa and the Marriott Tampa Water Street. Then we're going to move to the Marriott Orlando World Center. Third, it will be my hotel, the Fort Lauderdale Harbor Beach Marriott, then the W Fort Lauderdale, and the Marriott Miami Biscayne Bay. We will end the presentation there. So I will go ahead and share the whole presentation, and we will start with Monica. Just give me a quick minute so I could, if somebody could, okay, here it is. Perfect.
Perfect. Thank you, Beatrice. And thank you, Mark, for having us today. And thank you all for carving out some time to learn about our amazing properties. My name is Monica.Murphy, and I have the pleasure of representing the JW Marriott Tampa Water Street and Tampa Marriott Water Street. We are two unique hotels and one incredible destination in the heart of downtown Tampa. So I first wanted to share how easy and quick it is to get to Tampa. Tampa International Airport, which was ranked as one of the best large airports in USA Today, offers 92 direct flights to 11 countries. And Tampa Bay is most recently famous for our winning sports teams, home to Super Bowl 55, as well as the winners, the very talented Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and of course our back-to-back Stanley Cup champions, the Tampa Bay Lightning, who actually play at Amalie Arena, which is adjacent to the JW Marriott Tampa Water Street. And then located at the entrance of the new Water Street neighborhood, we are walking distance to over 25 unique restaurant concepts, as you'll see on the next slide, including 5 with Michelin stars, 2 added recently this year. And along the Tampa River Walk, we have Armature Works at one end, which is an indoor food hall with monthly markets, drive-in movie nights, holiday boat tours. And at the other end sit Florida Aquarium and Sparkman Wharf. And Sparkman Wharf is an outdoor food hall filled with family-friendly activities, also concerts, and a very fun beer garden. But most importantly, our collection is 1 mile away from Port Tampa Bay, and a 7-minute walk or a 5-minute Uber ride. And if you're one for adventure, downtown Tampa offers a free streetcar, essentially a trolley that stops outside the JW Marriott every 15 minutes. So this trolley actually journeys to Sparkman Wharf, Port Tampa, and ends in historic Ybor City, which is home to the oldest operating cigar factory in the US, as well as the oldest restaurant in Florida, the Columbia Restaurant. Looking at the next slide, the Tampa Marriott Water Street underwent a $50 million renovation in 2019. With over 700 guest rooms and 28 suites, a crisp new look offers an elevated experience with hardwood floors and balconies with the city and water views, really giving the coastal vibes. And connected by the 3rd floor sky bridge, we welcome the luxurious JW Marriott Tampa Water Street in December of 2020. The JW stands tall with over 500 guest rooms and 24 suites, offering floor-to-ceiling windows with city and water views. And at the collection, we are very family focused, with museums and aquariums close by, available for the kids. We want the families to really feel at home while on vacation. So unique to the JW is our Family by JW package, available to travelers wishing to stay close to their loved ones. This package offers connecting rooms, a children's tent, mini robes and slippers, and of course, cookies and milk for that midnight treat. Also includes a $50 dining credit, breakfast for 2, and a 2 p.m. late checkout. So this has become very popular with our travelers, which led us to unveil the Family Fun Package at the Tampa Marriott Water Street, which will include very similar offerings with an under-the-sea themed decor and activities, and a complimentary day bed for the family to enjoy at the pool. And then, of course, on vacation, everyone's favorite pastime is usually eating and drinking. At the JW, we offer several dining outlets to satisfy those needs. Most popular is our signature restaurant, Driftlight, offering steak and seafood for dinner, as well as an European-inspired breakfast buffet served daily. We also offer a more relaxed dining experience at 6, which is located on the 6th floor and offers indoor and outdoor terrace seating, serving a Caribbean-inspired Florida cuisine. Anchor and Brine is our signature restaurant at the Tampa Marriott, situated just footsteps from the lively Tampa Riverwalk. It's a true Florida dining experience, offering outdoor cabana seating with views of that perfect Florida sunset, serving the best grilled octopus in Tampa. And of course, we have Lona, which is our modern Mexican restaurant, brought to life by creative collaboration of renowned chefs Richard Sandoval and Pablo Salas. But more importantly, they serve amazing margaritas. And last, but of course not least, is Beacon, which truly deserves a slide on its own. So Beacon is our rooftop lounge and bar located on the 27th floor of the JW Marriott. It's actually the tallest rooftop on the Gulf Coast of Florida and the second tallest in all of Florida. We finally opened our doors to Beacon last fall with the newest hotspot in the Water Street district. Beacon serves an array of artistically created craft cocktails and tapas that are worth a second visit. It's definitely my favorite spot to see the sunset. And of course, who doesn't want to be pampered? The Spa by JW, located also on our 6th floor, is available for both guests of the JW and the Tampa Marriott looking to experience relaxation and to recharge. The spa offers 10 treatment suites, an outdoor mineral pool, and a co-ed relaxation lounge, as well as high-end retail. And of course, when you're coming to Florida, you want to catch some rays by the pool. So we really offer that true resort experience nestled in an urban destination. We have 3 rooftop pools, 1 located at the Tampa Marriott and 2 located at the JW. And as you probably have caught on by now, really the 6th floor is the place to be at the JW. 2 rooftop pools, the Spa by JW, 6 restaurant, as well as our event lawn offering family activations throughout the weekend for kids and adults to enjoy. And at the Marriott Water Street Collection, there's really so much to enjoy under one roof. The biggest advantage to your travelers is that guests staying at either the JW or Tampa Marriott actually have the benefit of enjoying all amenities between the 2 properties with one master billing platform. So all guests receive a $30 food and beverage credit to use at the collection, along with the daily beverage tastings, daily fitness center, and waterfront activities along the Garrison Channel. And also, please note our valet parking is only $45 per day at the Tampa Marriott, as well as the JW, and we have a Hertz desk located on our 3rd floor at the Tampa Marriott. After enjoying a trip of dining, waterfront activities, and experiencing Tampa's rich history, you want to allow your travelers to extend the adventure and embark on a cruise out of Port Tampa, which is a free trolley ride away. And other popular destinations also nearby are our amazing Florida beaches, and of course, everyone's favorite mouse in Orlando. So I really want to thank you again for carving out some time today to learn about the JW Marriott and Tampa Marriott Water Street, and really everything Tampa has to offer. I've included my contact info here if there's anything I can assist with. And now I'd love to introduce you to my neighbor in Central Florida near Port Canaveral, Chantel with the Orlando World Center Marriott.
Thank you, Monica. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you again for your time today. It's my pleasure to share about Orlando World Center Marriott. So right here in Central Florida, about 1.5 miles away from Disney World. And if we go to the next slide, thank you. We'll talk about our great location. So we sit right in the middle in Florida. We are about 1.5 miles, about an hour and a half away from Port Canaveral. And as Monica just mentioned, about 1.5 miles, an hour and a half away from Tampa ports. So very centrally located to both of those ports. We are 1.5 miles away from Disney World, all 4 parks, as well as Disney Springs. SeaWorld is just a short drive away at about 5.5 miles. Universal, we have some great shopping that's close by with our premium outlets, as well as Mall of Millennia. And then we have the great big convention center about 15 miles away. And of course, that very large Orlando International Airport, which is about 17 miles away and a direct shot and very convenient to get to the resort. Next slide. Thank you. So when you walk into the hotel, and again, this is the largest Marriott hotel in the world, the first impressions when you pull up are stunning. The hotel rises 28 stories, and the lobby that you are seeing here on the screen is about 11 stories tall, and it is a glass ceiling, as well as our lobby terrace, which is all glass and shows stunning sunsets, as well as our nightly laser light show. In our main lobby, we do have a full-service Starbucks, so all of your seasonal favorites and pastries and sandwiches are served right there in our lobby on a daily basis. And then, of course, the lobby itself is massive and impressive, and we have a variety of hosts that are available to check in all your guests as they arrive. And the lobby lounge is just off of the check-in area. It is definitely our social indoor hub, and we have small bites and handcrafted cocktails, as well as a sushi bar with fresh sushi made to order by our artisans. And if we go over to the next slide, we'll talk a little bit more about our newly redesigned rooms. So as I had mentioned before, we are the largest Marriott hotel in the world. We have 2010 guest rooms and suites. We just recently redesigned all of our guest rooms, completed in 2021. We have hard surface flooring, dual vanity bathrooms, very large spacious balconies, which you can see beautiful sunsets, Disney on the horizon, as well as Orlando on the horizon, and of course our beautiful Falls Pool Lagoon. In addition to that, we have all the typical guest amenities like your oversized work desk, extra large TVs. You have spacious guest bathrooms, as well as safes and coffee makers are in the room as well. And then when it comes to our suites on the next slide, we have 121 suites in 10 different variations. We have suites as large as 2-bedroom suites with double connecting rooms. And those suites have what you're seeing here in the room on the slide is you have a spacious living space as well as a dining space that can seat 8. Some have mini kitchens, and then of course you have rooms that extend off of that and multiple balconies in these suites. So sometimes you're getting 2, 3, sometimes even 4 oversized balconies to take in beautiful views of Disney and Orlando on the horizon. And on the next slide, we'll just have a little bit a little deeper look at our guest rooms. We have some fairway suites. These have beautiful views of our on-site golf course. We have some Bay Vista suites. We have a 2-bay Vista and a 3-bay Vista variation, which means you're either going to get 2 balconies or 3 balconies. Again, very large and spacious bathrooms with dual vanities, making it very easy to get ready with multiple people in your room. We have an extended guest room called the Promenade, and these are guest rooms that have queen guest beds, and as well as a sofa pull-out, which pulls out to a double-size bed. And then we have our executive king suite, which is one very large room with a king-size bed and a sofa pull-out. Now, when it comes to our resort, and again, being one of the largest and not that far away from the mouse, we do have 10 unique dining outlets right on property, starting with our hibachi style dining. This is Mikado. Mikado has dinner and a show, so our teppanyaki chefs will prepare the meal right for you, right in front of you, which is delicious. Highly recommend if you come on property. Our next restaurant is Latitude and Longitude, and this is definitely done with a Florida flair. We do have our big breakfast buffet in this location in the morning, as well as a distinctive lunch that's served. Ciro is our urban Italian kitchen. This is where our chefs take the Italian classics and kick it up a notch. You'll see some twists on some classic favorites. And then High Velocity is our lively atmosphere sports bar. This is where you'll find a variety of TVs streaming just about every single sporting event. And as we get a little bit closer into fall, of course, you're going to see all those football games and NCAA football games, and even some of the larger soccer games. Olympics will also be streaming as well. And then the next slide is just a continuation of our dining outlets. We have our lobby lounge, which has that sushi bar in there. Central pantry is our grab and go option. This is also where our room service comes from. Inside Central Pantry, you can get just about anything from adult beverages to frozen custard to grilled cheeses and pizzas and already packaged salads. We mentioned our Starbucks, which is full service. We have our alfresco dining at Falls Pool Bar and Grill, which sits just on the outside of Falls Pool and provides service to all of our pool seating. And then our newest location is River Falls in our Cabana Bar. And here at the Cabana Bar, it is truly a cargo location, and it serves some themed drinks out of this great location. So as we talk about our dining experience, we'll go into our water experience next. Orlando World Center has 7 water slides in total. Our water wonderland starts off with Falls Pool. Falls Pool is our outdoor social hub, as we like to call it. We always have live music and daily activities are always happening here in this location. This is a beautiful bird's eye view of what the resort looks like if you have a resort view. Stunning pool, 400,000 gallons, 0 entry. Just off to the left is our water slides at Falls Pool. These are body slides. There's 3 water slides here. At the top of that picture, you'll see our kids splash zone. And at the very far back of the photo, you'll see our newest water experience, which is River Falls. And we'll talk a little bit about that in our next slide. But one thing to mention is we were voted by Forbes as the best family resort in Florida for pools just recently, this past April. And over in our next slide, we'll talk a little bit more about River Falls Water Park. This is our newest water feature. We launched this in March of 2022. And River Falls features 3 multi-rider water slides, and these are tubed water slides with riders up to 1 or 2 people per slide. So this is really fun. Each water slide is about 450 feet to 550 feet long. Some of them have some very nice steep drops, and then it shoots you right back up 50 or so feet before you ricochet down into that splashdown pool. And just off of that splashdown pool is a 575-foot lazy river, which riders can rejoin once they exit those water slides. Also in this location, we do have additional cabanas. In total, the resort has about 15 luxurious cabanas, about 10 day beds in over 3,000 poolside seats. And on the next slide, we'll talk about some of our amenities. We couldn't be the largest if we didn't offer a lot, right? So here is just a small offering of what we do have on a regular basis, from poolside activities and games. We do swim lessons in our larger pool. We always are entertaining with various scavenger hunts and crafts. On Saturday mornings, we have our friends at Gatorland come and talk about Orlando animal natives, as well as some other species that they bring in. And those animals we learn all about them, and then we can touch them and in some cases hang on to them, like you see here in this picture with the alligator. We also have seasonal activities like holidays or Halloween, and we do a fantastic firework display for Memorial, July 4th, and upcoming would be New Year's Eve, and that would be during those long holiday weekends. And then every night we do have a nightly laser light show, which takes place over Falls Pool, and you can see that from your guest rooms if you are in that particular location. So that is a very fun activity to do while you're at the resort. And then we also have some additional amenities here. As I mentioned, we do have an 18-hole championship golf course right on site. It is a par 70. It's a beautiful course. We also have mini links for our little explorers. We have a full-service boutique spa, and we do offer shuttle service to all 4 Disney parks and Disney Springs. That is daily shuttle service, and it goes multiple times per day. Just mentioning, our self-parking is $32. Valet is $50. We're 60 miles from Port Canaveral and 17 miles from that Orlando airport. And then these are just some seasonal experiences and some experiences that I might not have touched on as I was talking about the previous slides, but we do definitely dial up our seasonal experiences, and recently launched a Mermaid and Glow experience. As you see here at the top of the screen, we do have real live mermaids who swim in the pool, and this is in our Falls Lagoon pool. They will kind of come in here at one of these submerged sun shelves and wave to all the guests before they dive in and swim in the pool with our guests. They eventually will make their way over to our zero entry, where they will sit and patiently talk to children, tell them how to be a mermaid, teach them about sea conservation and why it's important to protect our sea life. So that is a very fun event, and it is all done with live DJ, lots of dancing poolside, and neon lights throughout the entire Falls Lagoon area. And recently, those cabanas that you see right behind Mermaid L, we are now doing Mermaid Glow cabanas in there, where you can actually get a front row to the show and get a private meet and greet with Mermaid L and get some photos, as well as mermaid glowing drinks and then some glow swag. So it's a fun environment for your littles to become a mermaid for the evening. We also have a speakeasy at the resort, which is called the Stock Room. And then again, 15 poolside cabanas. And then we do curated dining events periodically throughout the year, like sushi rolling class. We'll teach you how to do guacamole making or margarita classes. During the holidays, it would be gingerbread houses. So some really fun curated dining events throughout the year. Thank you so much for your time. Again, we're Orlando World Center Marriott. We're in Central Florida, about 1.5 miles away from Walt Disney World. If you need anything after today's show, again, you can always reach out to Mark, or Christine Peters is my counterpart here in sales. She would be more than happy to help you with all of your travel needs. And we look forward to welcoming you to our world soon. It's my pleasure to turn you over to Beatriz to tell you, she'll share about her Fort Lauderdale resort with you now. Thank you.
Thank you, Chantal. Hi, everyone. Again, I'm Beatriz.Lopez, and I represent the beautiful Fort Lauderdale Marriott Harbor Beach. We are centrally located right on Fort Lauderdale Beach, as you can see the image of our beautiful resort. What makes us very unique is that our beach is private. So we are a 1/4 mile of pristine private beach. And on the next slide, location is everything for us. So wanted to point out the location where we are. So we are conveniently located just about 4.4 miles from Fort Lauderdale Airport. So it's an easy, fly into Fort Lauderdale, an easy short drive to the resort, as well as to the Port of Everglades. So if you have any guests booking a cruise and need a place to stay, the Harbor Beach will be ideal. We're just 3 miles, about 10 minutes from the Port of Everglades. If they want to venture and do something else nearby, we do have West Palm Beach about 45 minutes away, as well as Miami. We do have the amazing water taxi, which is the Venice of the Americas. It's just walking distance from the resort. Our guests could just walk to the water taxi, hop on, and just for a minimal fee, they could enjoy the intercoastal views of Fort Lauderdale and go all the way to downtown or Las Olas. Las Olas is just about 2.2 miles driving distance from the resort. And as well as the Bright Light Station, those guests looking to venture and hop on the train and go into Miami or maybe Boca or do some shopping in Aventura Mall. The Bright Light Station is located just about 4.5 miles from Fort Lauderdale, the Harbor Beach, and just an easy, train drive to those destinations. The Everglades National Park and also the Museum of Discovery Science is another great, activity, which is just about 4 miles from the resort, just family friendly as well. And just to point out the next slide, our guest rooms, we have 650 guest rooms at the resort. We also have within those 650 rooms, 31 suites. Within those 31 suites, 7 different types of suites. So we do have amazing space on our King Ocean View balcony, size rooms, double ocean view as well. We also have connecting rooms. So if you have families that are traveling together, they could either book a suite with a connecting room or just regular standard rooms with a connecting ocean view as well. As we go into the next slide, we do have a resort amenity fee, which is $44 per night plus tax. It has amazing inclusions in the amenity for the guests to take advantage. So they do include 2 welcome beverages per stay, 2 chairs at the beach, and then an hour rental non-motorized sports equipment for our guests to take advantage while they are enjoying the ocean and the beach with their family. We do also include an hour of use of the tennis courts facility and also an hour use of the beach games like cornhole, giant Jenga, Connect, bocce ball. Then also an hour of our bike rentals. That's for 2 people. So they could just hop on our bikes and then take them all the way along Las Olas Beach and enjoy just a day out exploring, as well as our Wi-Fi is included. Aside of our tennis courts, I just wanted to point out that we just installed 6 pickleball courts. So those 6 pickleball courts are located by our 2 tennis courts facilities. Those are not included in the amenity fee. Our guests could reserve that 7 days prior to arrival, and they could enjoy the pickleball experience at the Harbor Beach. And then this is our amazing 8,000 square feet lagoon pool with private cabanas. So if you do have families or girls trips that want to elevate their experience, the private cabanas by the beach will be an amazing experience to enjoy. It's located right there in the main pool lagoon, and they could reserve that directly on our website on Marriott.com at Harbor Beach. And 7 days prior to arrival, they could just reserve ahead of time their cabana. We are a kids-friendly resort, so we do have a kids surf club. They have tons of activities to keep the kids, occupied. It's right located by the pool. They do also have a splash pad for the kids, and that's open daily. And we do offer a full day and a half day fee for either morning or afternoon for the kids. They could just be dropped off, and the adults could enjoy their day by the pool or by the beach, where the kids at the surf club. And then the next slide will be our spa. We do have a beautiful 22,000 square foot full service spa, 18 service treatments. We do have an amazing fitness facility right located next to the spa. And what makes us unique is that the spa also has an adult pool. So if you book a service at the spa, automatically that gets you to use the adult pool, sauna, steam rooms, everything that's available at the spa. And then we go right into our dining experience. At Harbor Beach, we offer 6 dining experience. So we do offer fine dining, which is our 3030 Ocean Restaurant and Bar. It's a steakhouse and seafood. They have amazing craft cocktails. Then we go along to the Sea Level Restaurant and Ocean Bar, which is located right by the resort pool. Amazing views of the ocean. They have outdoor dining, live music every day, and that's open for lunch and dinner. And then our Riva Restaurant, that's open daily for breakfast, and it's located right inside the hotel. It also has outdoor breakfast experience as well. And then our HB Restaurant, which is a quick, easy grab and go, perfect for kids. They offer sandwiches and salads, as well as fresh smoothies and ice creams. And then, of course, Starbucks is located right in our hotel lobby, and that's open daily. And our Loggerhead Sandbar, which is an amazing sandbar located right on the beach, offers light bites and craft cocktails. And then just to mention our parking, we do offer self-parking and valet parking daily. So our self-parking is $49 and our valet parking is $55, and this will be plus tax. And then our portage fee is $10 round trip. And that concludes the presentation for the Harbor Beach. Again, my information is located right in the bottom of the presentation. If you have any questions, just feel free to email me or call me. I'll be happy to answer any questions. And I'll pass it along to Liza.Vecino-Castro, the W Fort Lauderdale.
Thank you, Beatriz. Good afternoon, everyone. And thank you for taking time to be with us this afternoon. My hotel is actually about a mile north of where Beatriz is. We are located on A1A. As you can see, we are across the street from the beach, and our hotel, all of our rooms do have that view of ocean view and city view rooms. It's actually shaped like a W upside down. So we have 2 towers. The first tower, which is to your right, is where we have all our sleeping rooms and our regular suites, where on the left-hand side, the second tower is where we have all of our residential units. All room types are bookable either through the GDS or Marriott.com. And like I mentioned earlier, you do have the ocean view along with the city view room. So you never really have to choose based on the view. It's really more about the location of where it is in the building and the size of the sleeping rooms. Next slide, please. So our hotel is about 5 miles from the Port of Everglades and 7 miles from the Fort Lauderdale Airport. If you were going into Miami, then of course the Port of Miami would be more along the 32 miles, along with same distance, 32 miles from the airport of Miami. Here it gives you a couple of ideas of what airlines are flying in and out of the Fort Lauderdale Airport, as well as the cruise ships that do ship. Some do sail all year round, whereas others are just more in the November to April season. We have lots of shops and restaurants in our area within walking distance. We also have Las Olas, where you can actually either take an Uber or the water taxi, where we have the water taxi spot right behind the hotel. Next slide, please. We're fortunate that we do have 3 restaurants on property. The first 2, which is on the first row, starting from the left, we have Steak 954, which is our steakhouse as well as seafood, where we serve dinner Monday through Friday. And then on the weekends, we do Sunday brunch and Saturday brunch. And then we have Elvis, which is our main restaurant that's open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And this is where the majority of your guests will most likely stop in to have some kind of meal or even a cocktail. We also serve very good margaritas along with great guacamole with our Mexican restaurant. And then our last restaurant to the right is our Sobe Vegan, which has breakfast in the morning, lunch, and light bites in the afternoon. The middle pictures give you pictures of our living room. So if you've never stayed at a W, the W has their own lingo. When you arrive at the hotel, you don't arrive to valet parking, you arrive to wheels. When you arrive up on the 4th floor to the lobby, we refer to it as the living room. Here you can see 2 shots of the living room along with our living room terrace. Up in the living room, we have cocktails along with light bites that you can eat. We do different activations throughout the year where we have music that's playing up in the living room bar. And right below it, you'll see more shots of the hotel along with valet parking, outside shot, and one of our wet bar pictures. Next slide, please. So we're fortunate that at our hotel, we do have 2 pools, and keeping in with the W lingo, we refer to our pools as wet. We have wet east and wet west. East is at the front side of the building facing the Atlantic Ocean, and it gives you that impression that you're on a cruise ship as it looks straight out into the Atlantic Ocean. Whereas wet west is on the back side of the building, and you get views of the intercoastal along with the city of Fort Lauderdale. We do have a boutique spa on property where we do the usual manicure, pedicure, massages, facials, but we also have a glam station. So for the ladies, if you're celebrating a special night out, we can do your makeup and hair while you're staying with us. We also have Fit, which is our fitness center, available 24 hours a day, just using your room key. And that is actually ocean view, so it has prime real estate. So as you're working out, you can get beautiful views of the Atlantic Ocean. Next slide, please. So keeping with the W lingo, we don't have standard deluxe room types. Our room types are wonderful, spectacular, fabulous, and so on. So our first 3 room types are basically the same. What really changes in those 3 room types is where it's located in the building. The wonderful is from the 10th floor down. The spectacular is from the 11th floor up. And fabulous are true ocean fronts because they're at the front part of the building. If you want a little bit more space, then you can go into our studios, which are our sensationals, and that gives you the sleeping area along with a little living room area, kind of like a junior suite. If you want a little bit more privacy, then I would recommend booking either a Fantastic or an Oasis suite. And then, of course, we have our Cool Corner oceanfront, which is at the corners of the buildings. And those are wraparound terrace right at the corner. We have one on every floor. Next slide, please. And then we have our residential units. So our residential units have all the comforts of home. You have a full kitchen. It has full refrigerator, oven, washer, dryer, so you can do your laundry just before you go home. And it has everything that you can think of and a little bit more with the comforts of home. If you're looking at something a little bit more along the terms of a presidential suite, we have our WOW suite and our eWOW suites. And those are in building Tower 1, which is at the front side of the building, facing directly the Atlantic Ocean on the 23rd and 24th floor. Both of those are 2-bedroom suites, and you walk right into the living room area. Next slide, please. We also do charge a $40 resort fee. In our resort fee, you get the 2 chairs and an umbrella, which just on Fort Lauderdale Beach, if you were to rent, you would be paying more than $40 just to rent those 2 items. But we also do include 2 bottles of water, bicycle rentals, our exercise classes for our yoga and boot camp. When it starts to cool down, we'll start doing our spin cycling again, which we do up in the living room terrace. Along with 1 free movie and of course the internet. So you're definitely getting your money back. I see a question here about e-bikes. No, they're not electronic bikes, but they are like the beach cruiser bikes. And the hotel does have a valet parking, which is $52. Unfortunately, we do not have self-parking. And if you have a group of 10 rooms or more, we would impose a $12 per person porterage fee. Next slide, please. And lastly, we have our PAW program, which refers to as Pets Are Welcome. When your pets are staying with us, we do provide them with their own little doggy bag. We also have the bark box, which has treats along with their bowls and the little baggies to pick up their necessities right behind them. We also do have a menu in our in-room dining where you can order food for them while they're staying with us. So here you have my contact information. If there's anything that you need, please do not hesitate to reach out. If you do have a guest that's celebrating something special, a special occasion like birthday or wedding anniversary, please do let me know, as we always like to send them something a little bit nice to their room, as well as decorate the room while they're staying with us. So I'm here to help you in whatever way I can. And last but not least, I leave you with Diane at the Miami Marriott Biscayne Bay.
Thank you, Lisa. Hi, everyone, and thank you so much for your time. Thank you for staying here with us. My name is Diana, and I'm here to present you the Miami Marriott Biscayne Bay. Next slide. Thank you. So here at the Miami Marriott Biscayne Bay, we recently had a multi-million-dollar renovation. The hotel actually undergo every single renovation. So what you can imagine, from sleeping rooms to the restrooms to restaurants, the out area, the pool area, everything in the hotel just recently got renovated. And you guys have to see it. It's a wonderful place. We have a total of 605 remodeled guest rooms and suites with a vibrant ocean design. So actually 95% of our rooms, they have an actual ocean view. The other 5% of the hotel, it actually has a view of the skyline of Brickell. Also, our standard rooms, they all have beautiful balconies where we can actually enjoy events like the Miami Boat Show. And we are the first hotel in the downtown Miami area that has the M Club, which is actually for our brand signatures. So like the platinums and ambassadors and titaniums, they're allowed to actually go in there and enjoy for a wonderful time. Next slide, please. Also, we have our Gold Coast restaurant. This one is actually open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So we do have breakfast available as a buffet at the hotel, and we also have it a la carte. The hotel also offers lunch and dinner as well. And then this one is actually, the good thing about the restaurant is that it got fully renovated. So the restaurant actually our chef has been at the hotel for quite some time, for more than 10 years. So he's actually been able to create a fusion of like Caribbean food as well as any, like, for example, Peruvian with Colombian and Cuban, and a mixture of it, which is actually very specific to the hotel and obviously to the area. Next slide, please. Also, the hotel, it has a new stay. It's freshly, as you can see, our designs. One of the images that you can see here is actually one of our standard rooms. The hotel wanted to incorporate what we have in the area called Windward Walls. So we have Windward Walls about 10 minutes away, and the hotel is actually incorporating the walls at the hotel. So all of the sleeping rooms, they have the murals of what we have in Wynwood, but also our public areas. Now here in the sleeping rooms, we have a total of 31 stories in the hotel. And then from here, you can see that we offer a variety of spaces. We have standard rooms, we have the presidential suites, and we also have a fifth floor rooftop with 18,000 square feet of event space overlooking the city and the bay. Next slide, please. And just in case you have to be on the go, we also have this available for you. So as I mentioned before, the M Club, this is actually a great place to have a grab and go. It's available 24 hours, and we are able to offer a continental breakfast. We also have snacks and have hors d'oeuvres. It also has a self-service Starbucks machine, which is obviously available 24 hours as well. And then this area is also with Wi-Fi equipped, so we can go ahead and enjoy some time for work or just waiting on a later flight. The area is also available for this for our elite members. We also have a market at the hotel, something that I can see that some of you have stayed at the hotel. We didn't have this in the past, so we know we have a market just in case for those last minute errands that we need to do, that we need to get before getting on the cruise, as I can see here. We have that available now. You can go ahead and buy anything you need there, and we proudly brew Starbucks as well. Next, please. As for our views, like I mentioned before, the hotel actually has amazing views. So it's what we call the 360-degree views. It surrounds pretty much all the downtown Miami skyline and the beautiful waters of the Biscayne Bay. In our fifth floor rooftop, it's actually our pool and our pool bar. So it's fully renovated. And again, the pool area, it's also decorated, and the design has been inspired by the Wynwood walls. So we also incorporated some of the walls images here in the pool. As for the 18,000 square feet that we have of event space, for the rooftop, we have amazing spaces which we can actually host weddings, we can host team building events, we can host reception, cocktails, whatever you may need, we have it here available at the hotel. Next slide, please. And then here, where our hotel is located. Now we are the center of it all. We are actually located in the downtown area of Miami, but it's also where we can accommodate really close by to the Wynwood Arts, the Design District, the Fashion District, the whole financial district. So pretty much any area that you may need, the hotel is pretty close by. We are 7.5 miles away from the Miami International Airport. We're 25 miles away from the Fort Lauderdale Airport, and we are 2.5 miles away from the Port of Miami. So as you can see, we are really close by to the Port of Miami, and we are just one stop away from South Beach area as well. Next slide, please. In the hotel, we do offer parking. We have parking for our guests that are going to be staying here for overnight. And that, as you can see here on the screen, you'll be able to see the prices that we offer, because we offer valet parking, but we also offer self-parking as well. Also, the hotel offers a daily destination amenity fee, which is only $35. And this one actually includes daily dining credit. So basically the $35 would be credit back for any food and beverages that you may consume at the hotel. Also, we do provide 2 welcome gifts, which it actually offers the BPA free water bottles. So we do have the reusable waters at the hotel. We really like to go green, and we have stations of water all throughout the hotel, so you can always refill that. It also includes 2 bike rentals, so you can enjoy the downtown area. You can actually get on the bike and go close by to Miami Beach, the Windward Walls, you name it. We have it, everything available here at the hotel. We also have daily yoga for those of you who'd like to start the day with a little fitness. We have morning yoga available for 2. We have the pool table and the ping pong table available for 2 guests as well. And obviously, I believe something very important for everyone is the Wi-Fi. So we do have it available as well, and enhanced Wi-Fi access for you. Next slide, please. And this is us. So Lilian.Lopez is actually my colleague. She is not available right now, but whatever you may need, you can gladly reach out to us, and we will be more than happy to assist you. Thank you.
Thank you, Diana. And then just to conclude, I just think that the Brightline information will be handy if you have any, clients that are booking into the area and they want to know a little bit more about transportation. This is, all the Brightline stations where they're located. Of course, Miami being the main central location, but it's amazing how you could explore everything from all the way south to north. So if you want to go shopping, you go to Aventura, Fort Lauderdale Beach, Boca, West Palm Beach, and then it also goes all the way to Orlando, which is amazing. And then this just shows you a little bit about what they offer, food and drink at the station, and then their flagship station, which is Miami and Orlando. Orlando will be an international airport. That's where the station is located. And then the inland stations are the ones below here in the slide. And then it just tells you a little bit more about the cruise ports near their stations, which what we mentioned before. In Fort Lauderdale will be the Port of Everglades, and then Miami, the Port of Miami, and then Palm Beach, and then the Port Canaveral, which is in Orlando, close to Orlando. And that concludes the presentation for us. I just want to say thank you very much for your time today. We appreciate just carving some time aside and for us to share all the amazing amenities that we offer at our beautiful 5 different Marriott properties.
All right, thank you very much, ladies. Are there any questions for our panelists today? Please put them into the chat box and we will get a few of them answered right now for you guys before we do the drawing here. Corey asked, does anyone offer any transfers?
We are located about 0.2 miles from Port Tampa. So we don't have a shuttle service or dedicated taxi, but we have the complimentary streetcar trolley for guests to use to Port Tampa.
And in Fort Lauderdale, neither myself or Beatriz have transportations, but it's very, it's not that very expensive to take an Uber, maybe $25 right into the port.
Yes, as for the Miami Marriott Biscayne Bay, we don't have the transportation either, but we can gladly assist you in accommodating that.
Okay, Beth asks, how far in advance is it recommended to book?
To book the transfer or to book the hotel stay?
To book the hotel stay.
I will say, it depends. Probably, I don't know, depending on the client's plan, but ahead of time we recommend. Sometimes if you book last minute, it's based on what we have available. It could be either a great rate, like it could be the highest rate, but I will say in advance will be the greatest, so you could get the best availability as possible.
Right. And in Florida, the season, which is high season, would be from Christmas until Easter Passover. The rest of the time is considered shoulder and off season. So of course you can get better pricing during the summertime versus the high season.
Okay. Jeremiah asks, do you offer group rates for clients?
We
Yes.
do.
If
Mhm.
there's 10 rooms or more per night, then they would qualify for a group discount.
Correct.
Okay. Victoria asks, are all of the hotels presented today considered resorts?
The Harbor Beach is a resort. Who else?
The JW Marriott and Tampa Marriott Water Street are not considered resorts, but we do have resort amenities.
And
Correct.
that's Orlando World Center Marriott. We're not considered a resort, but we have all the resort amenities.
Right.
Yeah,
And
the
in our
Miami
case,
Marriott
it's a similar
Biscayne Bay.
situation.
Yeah, we're not a resort, but we do have amenities as well.
Okay. Are there any other questions, guys? What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the link to the Marriott Travel Agents page into the chat box as well so that everybody has it. So you can also do the Hotel Excellence training that will give you more information about the different Marriott properties that are available. JP asks, I'll be in Tampa next month. How can I do a FAM?
Please reach out to me. There is a website to do the actual training so you can receive the fantastic rates. So I believe it's a quick training, and then we can take a look at availability, but please reach out to me.
Yep, and I just put that link into the chat for you, JP, so you can definitely do that training. Now, along with that training, guys, just to let you know, in order to take advantage of these fantastic rates, like I said at the beginning of the presentation, you must have a CLIA or an IATAN card. So you must be a member of CLIA in order to take advantage of these fantastic rates. It is $79 for us Archer agents a year. So that does not matter what time of year you sign up. It is still $79 until December 31st. So you must have a CLIA membership. Corey, okay, perfect. Corey, this webinar is recorded. I will put the contact information into the description of the video. This will be listed on my YouTube. I will also be sending it out to all of the trainers as well as soon as I get it uploaded. So I will have all of that information, and your mentors will have the video, and we'll post that. Melinda, no, you do not have to be with Archer for a period of time before you can get the CLIA card. It does take 3 or 4 days from the time that you sign up at cruising.org to for Archer to verify you as an agent. It takes 3 to 4 days usually, but then you will be a member of CLIA. And there are a lot of other benefits to CLIA. There is training in the Travel Cafe on CLIA and the perks and benefits of the membership to that. So I would check on that as well. Ijoma, that is for CLIA, you have to be a US resident for that. So I am not sure about Trinidad and Tobago. I would contact the Archer office at Evo Supplier Help at archertravel.com for that information. But I believe you have to be a US resident for that. Are there any other questions, guys, before we do the drawing here? Yeah, no problem, Tika. All righty, let me go ahead and share my screen. And who would like to be the first to give away a trip. Which property?
I could start, Mark. Beatrice, for a gift certificate for a 2-night stay at the Marriott Fort Lauderdale Harbor Beach Resort.
Fort Lauderdale?
Yeah, the Fort Lauderdale Harbor Beach Resort. Yep.
Okay. Okay, so just to let you guys know again, the terms and conditions, you must be an active Archer agent at the time that you are going to redeem this certificate. If you are going to spend any additional time using the fantastic rates, you must complete the Marriott Hotel Excellence training at the link I provided in the chat. I will also provide it in the description of the video as well. And you must have your CLIA or IATAN card at the time. So we have everybody who stayed through the webinar and up to the Q&A listed on this wheel of names, excluding myself and the presenters. So let's go ahead and spin for our first winner.
I feel like we should do a drum roll.
Yeah, I know. And our first winner is Tika Lash. Congratulations, Tika. Tika, what you need to do is you need to send an email to me at mark@72andsunnytravel.com. I will put that into the chat box here. Let me do that real quick. And all winners need to do this. So you need to send me your name, your Platinum's name, and your email address and phone number to my email address at mark@72andsunnytravel.com. And I will forward this information on to Christine Peters at the Marriott Orlando World Center, and we will get you your certificate. So who would like to go next?
We'll keep with Fort Lauderdale, so I'll go next. The W Fort Lauderdale, 1-night stay for room tax and resort fee.
Okay. Okay, so for a 1-night stay, and let's go. You guys are not seeing my screen?
Do you want me to stop sharing, Mark? Maybe that's what it is.
Let me see here. Okay, at least that she can see it. Everybody is saying they can see it.
I'm seeing Beatrice's screen.
Okay, yeah, Beatrice, go ahead and stop sharing your screen.
Okay.
And let's see if that helps. There, can everybody see?
Yeah,
There.
there we go.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and JP, because I don't ever pronounce your name. JP is the winner here.
All right.
Okay, and who is going to be next?
Hi, I can be next. Miami Marriott Biscayne Bay.
And Diana, that's a 1-night stay, is that correct?
That's correct.
Room tax and resort fee?
Yes.
Mark, I don't see my name.
Tanya, you're up there.
I don't see mine either.
Michelle, you're on there too. Trust me.
You knew I
put
was
you on
here,
there.
right?
Michelle,
Yeah, you're on there. You're on there, Michelle. You're in blue. And Tanya, let me just double check. Okay, Tanya, let me get you added for these last three here. Sorry about that.
Okay, I need to win this time.
Okay, you're on there now. Let me just reshuffle these.
Thank you.
Yep. Okay, for the one night stay with room tax and resort fees included at the Marriott Biscayne Bay in Miami. Mr. Wall. Mr. Wall is going to get his tan on. Harvey is one of my good friends, actually. So, Marriott Maniac Harvey. That's funny, Harvey. You and I are going to have words about that later, buddy. All right. And who would like to go next?
We can go next in Tampa.
You
The
got it.
JW,
Which property?
the Tampa Marriott.
One night stay, room tax, resort fee?
Yes.
All right, so for the one night stay in Tampa with room tax and resort fee, that is going to be Miss Tanya Solomon.
Woo, thank you.
See, you won after all.
Yeah.
Aw.
And Chantel, are you doing a 1 or a 2?
I'm doing a 1 or 2, whatever Christy normally does.
Christine was doing 2 originally for the last training that I had to cancel last minute. So
Yeah, 2 is fine.
okay.
So 2 night stay, room tax, resort fee, all included.
Okay, so for a 2-night stay at the Marriott Orlando World Center, and the final winner is going to be Amber Smith.
Congratulations, Amber.
All right, so winners, please email me. Again, I'm going to put my email address into the chat box again. Okay, so email me at mark@72andsunnytravel.com with your platinum's name, with your email address and your phone number, and obviously put your name in there as well. And we will get this information all forwarded to Christine Peters, and we will get your certificates out to you via email. Again, you must be an active Archer agent at the time that you redeem your certificate, and at the time you travel. So again, ladies, thank you very much for taking time out of your day for this wonderful presentation. We really appreciate it. We will be sending a lot of business your way. I know that Archer appreciates your time, and our agents really appreciate your time and your talents. And thank you for sharing more information about your property so that we can better sell them to our clients.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Mark. We appreciate
Thank you
you.
very much.
Thank you.
And everybody
Thank
have
you.
a wonderful day. And we will be posting this recording in our team chat. So if you need to go back to review it, feel free to. Again, my name is Mark Krebs. I'm a Gold Qualified Consultant with Team Sunset. Thank you all very much and have a wonderful rest of your day.